there. I just can't achieve the purity, the simplicity. If I could... Oh, it's no good, it's impossible. I'm trying to achieve the impossible. I need a break. Yes, it's me. How are you? Good. I got a problem. Yeah, problem. Are you free? Good. See you soon. Cheers. Yeah, thanks for coming round, by the way.
No problem.
I've reached this absolute impasse. I feel I'm so near to achieving perfection, but it's like there's this glass ceiling preventing me getting there. I get all these beautiful harmony combinations, but I just can't break through into, I don't know, the infinite perfection. Yes, I know that musical perfection doesn't exist, it's all in the mind, but it's so frustrating.
Maybe you're trying too hard. Maybe you should relax and let it flow.
Well, no, that's no good. It's okay, but you just get into musical cliches that way.
Well, why not take a break? Go somewhere. Forget about it all for a while.
Maybe I should. But you know, it's not just music, it's everything. This constant search for the ideal, something which transcends all of this, you know. Music in a way is just a metaphor for something deeper. Something, I don't know. Everything's so compromised, so messy, so imperfect, so half-baked.
I should take a holiday. Or at least do something different.
You're right, I should. But not just an ordinary holiday. I need to go on and search. A search for the ideal. For some way of breaking free of the constraints of normal consciousness. Finding something better. Something deeper. Purer. That's it, purity. Purity, truth, beauty and simplicity. But how?
Why not take the hippie trail to the east? Do people still do that?
Yeah. But no, I'm not looking for religion as such. Certainly nothing resembling any of the religions I've ever come across. Something cleaner, purer. Meaning, yes, but not couched in the infantile mumbo-jumbo of most organised religions. I wonder.
Go on a hiking tour.
Yeah, do you want to come?
I'd love to, but I can't get away. Work is hell right now.
Pity.
This is your trip. You've got to be free.
I know, I'll go on a journey. A long journey. See some new things. Meet lots of new people. Try and understand how they see it. If they have any insights. Yeah, Mike. It's just that I've just become so disillusioned with making music because though I can pursue a beautiful idea, make variations on it, I can never quite take it to perfection. Never make the musical statement. No, that's the wrong word. Never reveal perfection, which I feel sure must exist, which I can almost hear, but not quite.
Why do you think this musical perfection exists at all?
I don't think it necessarily exists. But then again, music itself doesn't really exist either, does it? It's just an abstract concept invented by human minds. But given that, or especially because of that, surely in this abstract world of music, it must be possible to create the ultimate abstraction, the perfect piece of music.
If you're dealing with intangibles, you can't be sure of anything. Many things may be possible in a theoretical sense, but in the real world, probably not.
In a minute, take the lens cap off. I'm never happier than when I'm enjoying a good pint of beer. The tremendous variety and quality of ales these days means that there's never a dull moment. A good pint of beer, in good company, that's my idea of perfection.
Football, mate. That's purity. That's perfection. You should watch a bit of football,
Hi, Steve.
Hello.
So this is where you live, yeah?
Yes, this is where I live.
Amazing. So where do you sleep?
I sleep in here.
Right, okay. Don't you find this a bit uncomfortable?
No, I live a very simple life.
Okay, right. So do you feel that your simple life gets you nearer to purity of experience than you would get if you were trapped in the rat race?
Yes, I do.
How? Why?
I do simple things simply and do them well. For instance, I make models of life in the dirt. Here's Frank. He's a gymnast. Look, he's doing press-ups. And here's Tracy. She's a single mum. Here's her baby. Look, she's pushing the baby in a baby buggy. And here's Rodney. He's a banker. I don't like him. Nasty, nasty, nasty!
You won't find perfection by looking for it. Perfection is just an abstract concept invented by man.
But at some level there must be perfection, surely. I mean, the number 4 is perfect.
Yes, but the number 4 is just an abstraction. Number 4 isn't a real thing that exists.
Yeah, but it does exist in people's minds.
But in what form does it exist?
A pattern.
A pattern is just an abstraction. A human concept.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, music. Music's just a human concept. But music's what brought this whole thing to my attention in the first place. Music, being purely an abstraction, a human concept, surely the perfect piece of music must exist.
Well, would you recognise it as such if you heard it?
What about quantum theory? Surely in some sense, quantum mechanics is the underlying order of reality. Pattern at its purest level.
When you mention quantum theory, that's, to my mind, that's something which is the opposite of perfection. We, although it may be the underlying order of the universe, our interpretation of it with current knowledge is it's utterly chaotic. It's, but it's the only truly random thing we know we find.
But surely that's only because I think that's only because we're probably not intelligent enough to see the pattern. I think that's probably patterns there, but we just can't see the pattern. It appears random to us because we're not bright enough to be able to perceive the patterns. Maybe
Yes, you could well be right. But if so, that raises another philosophical question of what is perfection. If we regard a good pattern, a perfect pattern, as perfection, perfect, not any other word, is that itself just a human lens we're seeing through?
Yeah.
It means it doesn't. Perfection can't exist in an abstract sense.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Or rather, it must be an abstract sense. It can't exist in an objective sense.
I suppose in an objective sense it can't exist. It must be just a purely human concept. Maybe, although maybe not. I don't know. Well, yeah, but even if it is just a human concept, you know, I as a human being would still like to find it. You know, insofar as it's possible to find mentally or whatever. You know, just even though it's may not have any objective existence. You know.
Yeah. Although, as you're saying, if it's a case that mankind is just not clever enough to really understand quantum mechanics in a detailed way, maybe the more we'll find out about it, the less perfect it will appear. There's just like in the 19th century, before quantum mechanics was discovered, they thought the universe was really very well ordered. It's only when they started looking more and more deeply they found these anomalies, which turned out to be due to effects of relativity and ultimately quantum mechanics. And ever since then, the more we found out, the less we know.
Well, absolutely, yeah. I mean, don't you think possibly the whole universe is infinitely complicated? Maybe, you know. So
Could be.
There's no chance of us. Quite apart from the fact we've got limited brain capacity anyway. You know, even if we had infinite brain capacity, it's probably still because can infinity encompass infinity? Probably not. It's like you know,
Interesting question. Yeah.
could an infinitely great intelligence comprehend an infinitely complex universe?
Yeah.
You know, because it's like divided by infinity or something, which is nonsensical, isn't it? Is infinity over infinity one? You know.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. What is the correct mathematical answer to that? Is it 1 or naught? I don't know.
I believe, I'm not sure, I believe there is no answer. I think it's, when you get to infinity, it's meaningless. It's not a real thing, you know.
Yeah, I know infinity, mathematicians always say infinity is a cop-out. It's, it's sort of the god of the gaps sort of thing. It explains everything away. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
So perhaps infinity is perfection, in the sense that the unobtainable thing which we strive for and explains everything away. The problem is the more you strive towards it, the more you realise it's bogus, the more you realise it's the extent of your lack of knowledge.
Okay, you said you can help me with achieving the perfection of simplicity.
Oh, yeah, baby. I can help you. I can sure help you.
Well,
what?
how do I achieve the perfection of simplicity?
No, man. It's not what you can achieve. It's what you are.
What do you mean?
Oh, man. Just look at the trees, the flowers. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Happy, happy, happy. I'm so happy. That is to say, I'm not happy. Do you know what I mean by happy? I am the trees, the flowers. Ha! Oh, so profound. It's acting, don't you see? Acting. I'm not real, nor are you. You're just something I imagined to while away my endless infinity of time. Oh, but your face, it's so labyrinthine, so hermaphrodite, so...
We're getting nowhere.
Well, where'd you wanna get? Get. What a wonderful word, get. So short. So. Comme ci, comme ça, as they say in France. Do you know what I mean?
To me, perfection is the romantic evening, sipping cocktail on the beach with the gorgeous man, to feel his strong arms around my shoulders, to see the light of desire burning in his eyes. What could be more irresistible?
I'm trying, in music, but also in life generally, to get beyond the imperfect complexity of life to something higher, to the perfection of simplicity.
Garbage. There is no perfection, simple or otherwise. Life is just life. Of course it's not perfect. Change and evolution would be impossible if it were perfect. And there's no transcending life. This is all there is. This is all you get, and you better get used to it.
So what I'm trying to find is some sort of consummation, some way of transcending the mess and compromise and normality, some way of purifying experience. So all the rubbish and mess is filtered out, and only perfection, harmony, perfect simplicity and beauty remain.
I can get there with colour.
What do you mean?
I can really get into colour when I'm painting, so that I'm not aware of anything else. I can really get high on it.
All right. But do you feel you're getting nearer to the essence of things, the truth of reality, the perfection that must surely lie behind the messy exterior of reality?
I don't know about that.
But I mean, it's no good. I'm no artist. I doubt if that path is open to me.
I tell you what. Here's something, a present from me. Take it when you're on your own sometime in a beautiful place with no troubles on your mind.
What is it?
LSD.
LSD? Oh, God. You sure? I mean, I don't know if I dare.
Just try it. It'll open your mind to the truth, if that's what you're looking for. And a whole lot else, too.
right?
What are you doing?
How was your LSD trip? Did you find purity and truth?
It was utterly hideous, utterly terrifying, horrible, terrible, grotesque. Honestly, I've never been so scared in my life.
Oh dear.
And no truth and purity. Well, truth of a sort, kind of mind-shattering, horrendous, kind of the sort of truth that kind of undermines and destroys everything you've ever believed in. You know, it destroys you, that sort of truth.
What are you going to do now then?
Keep searching, but searching in more normal places, you know, not in hellish, forbidden zones like that. I just don't know what to do, Doctor. This search for perfection, this constant dissatisfaction, is this normal, or am I maybe suffering from some mental illness?
I've got a waiting room full of patients out there with genuine things wrong with them. I've got broken legs, broken arms, dying. I can help them, but I can't help you and your appalling little quest for self-righteousness. Quest for perfection, indeed. Nobody is perfect. Tell you what, take 2 of these, 3 of these, and yep, a suppository. I think so. Okay, take that to the chemist. Take them all. Come back and see me in 6 months. Till then, no alcohol, no red meat, no white meat, and think about how lucky you are not to be like the people you see in the waiting room as you leave. Thank you. Thank you.
No, my child. What you're trying to find does not exist. You're trying to achieve some idealised concept of perfection. Reality, with all the blemishes removed. With all the, well, as you see it, imperfections ironed out. There is no such state. No reality without fault, without error. You must come to realise that our ideas of both good and bad, perfect and imperfect, are merely reflections of our inadequate understanding of reality. The beauty of this world is in its miraculous complexity, its infinite variety. And in that complexity is both the good and the bad, the beautiful and the ugly, the wondrous and the terrible, intertwined and intersecting and dancing forever to the infinite music of time. Oh, my child, you must learn to love life with all your heart, embracing everything, both the harmonious and the discordant, with a love so all-encompassing, it transcends the mere physical existence of things, and embraces all of the infinitely complex pattern of existence. A love so great, it loves everything for what it is, often imperfect, never complete, but existent, sacred by virtue of its very existence. All is one, and one is all.